reachable by all of the members of Team LIYAB. They were trying, but it is just way too much. There were a lot of protections coming up from the Zephyr as well as the Malok. Now let's see this time. Will Team LIYAB let the Malok as well as the Zephyr still come up onto this game?
Yeah, maybe they want to adapt here in their pick and ban phase, because the Malok and Zephyr is one of the strategies that we've seen M8HEXA constantly just go to whenever it's available. So LIYAB, they might want to adjust here. They still have one more ban, so they can deny at least one of those picks, or maybe even take both of them away by banning one and then picking one for themselves.
Now we'll see. As you can see in here so far, though, M8HEXA, whenever this is a trend that I see coming always. When you are on the right side, they will always ban these meta heroes, and when you're on the left side, you would always do some respect ban or try to, you know, make a little bit of adjustments on what you're banning, and you focus on what you're trying, what composition you're trying to build. And as we can see, there is a Baldum, Ryoma, and a Moran ban here a while ago.
Now, we're waiting on what LIYAB wants to take here. They can go for Sephira if they want to. It is available, and it will also deny the strategy that M8HEXA wants to run. And right now, that is what they are going to go for. The Sephira going to go over to LIYAB this time. Maybe she'll find the same success as she did for our first game, but does leave open until Anas and Timmy for M8HEXA.
Yes, of course, Moran is no longer available for M8HEXA. Instead, they will be getting these two heroes. You can see that Timmy has been banned out as well in a few of our matches a while ago or yesterday, and we'll see why the reason these are the two heroes that M8HEXA have chosen. But anyway, we can see here at Omen and the Flash pick so far for the second and third pick of Team LIYAB.
Yeah, Omen and the Flash on LIYAB. We are expecting them to be the solo laners here. Not quite the babysitters, but they will hold down those lanes. As for M8HEXA, they are going to go for the Malok and the Wonder Woman. And maybe we get to see the Wonder Woman jungle, which has been very popular recently, especially in this tournament come out. Let's see what the response from LIYAB might be. They're currently hovering over the Yorn and the Murad. Okay.
First appearance, I think, or second appearance of the Yorn on well, I think first for the Valor Cup championship for today. And Murad will be picked here by Miggy as their jungler, and Liliana will be locked in here by Kat on the side of Team M8HEXA.
So very strong lineups on both teams. Of course, we get to see Sephira and Malok, but this time on separate sides of the battlefield. The goal here for M8HEXA, if they go 2-0 up over LIYAB, that is a big boost for them. LIYAB, they need to get their confidence back with this match. So, how about you guys? Who do you think will win as we head into game 2?
Did we really not have a third ban in there?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, they really opened up. They were very confident in opening up more new options for these teams. So, yes, guys, just like what have Chisto said, let us know in the live chat which team do you think will win based on their composition.
Alright, it is LIYAB on the blue side. We even have LIYAB colors, the Flash. He's color blue for this game. Let's see, I don't think we're gonna see any fights happen early. I think it's up to LIYAB to play a bit more safer, try to find their spots.
As you can see in here, all alone in the middle lane is Rio, and you know the Wonder Woman jungler is just working on his own jungle as well. The Malok on the top lane, checking out the brushes as well. So far, we didn't see an invade at the moment, like the 5-man invade or 4-man invade for both of them.
Yeah, and so far, every game we've seen with a Wonder Woman jungle, she's been proven effective by most of the pro teams that have brought her out. And M8HEXA just gonna go with the trend here, go with what works for you. So
in particular, it's actually M8HEXA that has been doing that a lot. The jungler Wonder Woman. Anyway, in one game, looks like Ben's in here getting a little bit of pressure from the Shalanas as well as the Timmy. And in the middle lane, you can see in here they're always having this duo pairing in the top. I mean, in the middle lane as well as the bottom lane.
It's very interesting to see Flash in the bottom lane. Normally, we're more accustomed to seeing him being played in the mid lane, but this has been something that came up to be popular in recent games where you put the flash towards the side lane.
Of course, and it is the Sephora protecting the Yorn in the middle lane. You can see a rotation coming in the bottom lane from Team LIYAB. Cat getting the damage from Bent on the flash, getting stunned. It will connect. Miggy will go inside and dive, getting that damage. However, it is not enough to get one kill for Team LIYAB. So Cat will be providing the protection for his teammates as well. And everyone will just basically go back to safety.
Yeah, Cat will get out with his life there, but it is successful though for LIYAB since they were able to force back M8HEXA. They get a free dragon off of that.
Yes, and no contest at all by Team M8HEXA. Everyone's just minding their own business for the meantime. And again, it's just Yorn in the middle lane, well protected with the heals and stuns of the Sephora. And in the bottom lane though, 2v1 situation. Flash in case. If in case he might get caught, you know, he got some escape abilities, and you know he's very mobile to be able to escape any two-man ganks in the bottom lane.
Yeah, that is one of the reasons why I think Flash is really good when put in a side lane. It's very difficult for people to dive him because he can just get out of there really quickly. But right now, M8HEXA gonna try to make an aggressive play. Ray is caught, but he has ultimate.
And there you go. Unfortunately, though, he will have his ultimate ready, but looks like he's gonna die once again. Rio getting the damage from 1-7 to 1-7. It is enough with the assistance of the stun from Rubik's. And there you go. They got the waves in here in the middle lane. Looks like they would want to push. Kato doesn't want it to happen, so he will dive inside the Malak as well. That ultimate. And apparently, though, no more minion waves from Team LIYAB in such a way that is 1-7-1-7 going for the Might Golem. But here's 7 from Team M8HEXA would want to contest that as well.
Yeah, that is the perfect start for LIYAB, picking up 3 kills in the mid lane unanswered by M8HEXA. LIYAB, they're gonna want to pick up this game win, and that's exactly the way that you should start if you want to close out. Now the question is whether or not M8HEXA can find the fights that they need. They are playing pretty defensively here. I've seen more map rotations and movements, proactivity from LIYAB. So M8HEXA just being the reactive team here, trying to force LIYAB into making mistakes so that they can punish.
There you go in the middle lane. Of course, it's a little bit of hope for both teams. This Dragon is going to go online now, and we might expect some contest on this area pretty soon.
Yeah, Ray just doing his duty here, basically babysitting Cat on that till Anas, even though earlier they were dove. So
I think something is happening in here. Wonder Woman trying to back away to safety. Things they back up with her teammates. Stun from the Sephora won't connect. The rest of the members of Team LIYAB getting that contest on the second Abyssal Dragon rated. If they get this, it'll be good news because more gold will come into their pockets. Looks like M8HEXA will just be giving that away, and still they're engaging here on the bottom lane. One casualty so far. Ben's going in on that flash, and one more kill in favor of Team LIYAB.
Yeah, that is 1-for-1 on the map. Even though it was LIYAB making the aggressive move, they didn't get out without any casualties. Miggy gonna try to go into Rio. He is 3 levels ahead of that Liliana though. Miggy's doing so much work on this Murad.
That is a lot actually. That's 3 levels, just like what you have mentioned. And you know what the Liliana has to do is just basically back away to safety. And in the middle lane though, we can see Kato diving in, wanting to get the gambit on the Yorn. But apparently there are some protection from Rubik's, getting that stuns connected, and the rest of the members of M8HEXA will be backing away meantime. And you know, go farm more golds in here. Try to catch up, just like what you've mentioned, you know, level difference, it would also matter.
Yeah, M8HEXA are beginning to play like they need to catch up here. The gold lead isn't that far, even though LIYAB is up 3 kills. The gold doesn't separate the teams by much, so let's see, does M8HEXA have it in? Do they have a play to make against LIYAB?
We'll have to check as Rio tries to make a defense in the middle lane, but it is now impossible as he dies. And the members of LIYAB take the tier 1 turret in the middle lane. However, Benz will be a casualty for Team LIYAB on the bottom lane. 3 members though going in, wanting to kill the members of M8HEXA. And there you go, more casualties are in here. Cat though getting stunned, and they're still pushing and wanting to get more objective in here.
Yeah, LIYAB, they get the maximum off of that play, just enough. Everybody's so low on their side as we're gonna see a 1v1 between 1-7, 1-7, and 7.
7 just focus firing on the turret, now using his ultimate to go back to safety. And apparently from these 7 players, those with number 7, I don't know if this is a lucky number for them. For me it's 8. But anyway, yeah, apparently for that Omen, he wasn't able to defend the tier 1 turret on the top lane though. But the 3rd Abyssal Dragon is going onto the pockets of Team LIYAB.
Yeah, that is the 3rd dragon like you mentioned, so more objectives onto the side of LIYAB, but surprisingly enough, M8HEXA, with the way that they have been playing, have managed to tie up the scores in terms of turrets being taken down on the map. It is 2-2 at the moment. LIYAB gonna try to make a play towards the top half. Gambit and Rubik's gonna go for the dive on the Karo.
There you go, the stun did connect, and the burst and the DPS from Gambit connecting. However, not much enough for a Wonder Woman that is quite tanky as well. And I think for the meantime, Miki will try to get the Spirit Sentinel. Ray trying to give vision as well as the Malok on the top lane. We'll have to check. They know their advantage at the moment, but they're actually using it and taking the opportunity whenever they have. Benzo will go inside with a flash, but the Malok diving in as well, wanting to get Gambit. Gambit so low with the heals and the shields, but apparently he won't survive with the true damage from the Malok. Ray getting caught by Benzo, will have to back away. Apparently no ultimate available, so he will go to death. 7 and Rio are the 2 man alive on the top lane. Looks like there is a bit of a tussle in here, and that's just way too much to handle for M8HEXA on the top lane. One more turret going on to Team LIYAB.
Yeah, M8HEXA, they pulled the trigger there. They might have wanted to do the defense, but unfortunately the play backfires. LIYAB with a perfect counter attack, they come out with more kills. M8HEXA, it's not that easy to play from behind, but they're definitely still showing signs of life. But LIYAB well and truly in control of this game. Let's see though whether or not LIYAB would make a misstep here and give M8HEXA the chance to come back.
We'll have to check. We can see a while ago that it appears Team LIYAB wanted to get Darkslayer, but backed away anyway. Probably have something else in mind. Probably they would want to balance out the wave of the minions in all of the lanes. As for the meantime, you can see in here, M8HEXA also doing well in controlling the flow of the minions. Meanwhile, in the top lane, there's a bit of a poke coming up from Benz on the flash.
Yeah, Karo is hiding in the bush here. Rubik's is really far forward, might get caught. They're trying to find an engage. They're gonna get a Gambit!
Getting caught by Kat on the Wonder Woman. Miki though trying to back away as well. However, 7 is there dealing too much damage. In the back lane though, Rubik's getting caught by Kato. Kato getting, having that amount of survivability, but won't survive with the burst damage of Benz. Ray in here trying to back away, however will not survive in the top lane. Rather on the bottom lane, you can see Omen though doing that side lane work and forcing this Liliana to back away. This is a 1v1 now under the turret itself, but Rubik's connecting that stun. Looks like Bez will get and secure that kill, but apparently it wasn't enough. But instead, going back to objectives, this is now Team LIYAB getting that inhibitor turret in the middle lane as well as in the bottom lane.
Yeah, even if they didn't get the Liliana in the end, that's the damage has been done by LIYAB Esports. They break open the base of M8HEXA. Only the top lane remains for their squad. Now Darkslayer is being started by LIYAB. I don't think this is going to be challenged by M8HEXA. They're just going to give it up, not wanting to risk any more deaths onto their side. They need as many members alive so that they can defend against LIYAB and extend this game for them.
And I guess that was just 1717 resetting that Abyssal Dragon Kratos that is enraged, but 3 members are actually chasing him. But of course, M8HEXA also being mindful, they would just back away because probably some of the members of Team LIYAB trying to, provide some backup for the Omen in the bottom lane.
Okay, where does LIYAB decide to push here? Top lane hasn't been exposed yet. There's a lot of pressure on M8HEXA right now because the Omen is just shoving in the bottom lane for their side. You're gonna have to deal with a lot of creep waves coming in here. The setup for LIYAB is going really nicely right now. M8HEXA, they need to mount a defense here, or this is looking very much like a 1-1 in our best of 5.
This feels like a deja vu on the top lane from that first game match, but this time it is actually LIYAB that is being very aggressive now that they have that break as well. The stun will connect from the Severa. Of course, his ultimate is also still available to provide some heals for his teammates. Mickey though getting that 7. Ben's going to back away. Gambit dealing so much free hits as well from the back lane of Team LIYAB. And there you go. This is gonna be it. Team LIYAB focus firing on the throne. And there you go. Team LIYAB is going to get the first win for their team. It is now 1-1. LIYAB versus M8HEXA.
Yeah, and